all for Tennessee Pro Sports. Fieldhouse Social is an outdoor patio with trivia twice a week and sponsors Wednesday Rock Solid Sports. FieldhouseSocial.com.
Yeah. It's the camera feed. Yeah. Get it off of the camera. They can hear you cussing.
I didn't say anything.
I know, but if I were to cuss, just the mic, so the mic isn't the camera. You see what I mean?
I don't know what you're wanting me to do.
Go into settings, audio, not the Q, just anything but the one with the Q webcam. Mic. Yes, absolutely. Sorry, we're still figuring things out here. I definitely agree. I think kind of forgot sometimes. Kind of forget sometimes. I won't even lie. But they always sneak up on us. This is not just even in baseball. This is in basketball. There's been multiple times I've seen. I think that that could be exciting as well, and I think it would be really satisfying if Tennessee beats Vandy and then moves on to the championship
Something
game.
interesting about Mississippi State is they're bringing out a starter who's
Sorry,
only
I'm like
pitched
experimenting with
19
the
innings. He's only pitched 19 innings this season. It's very strange to me that this is an elimination game and that's what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I think we got the stream back. But
I figured it out.
I definitely
It works.
okay, perfect.
We can hear. I
the
can't
stream is
hear them
back.
now.
The stream is back. Thank you for fixing.
For me to be able to,
Oh,
yeah. So for that to work, my headphones aren't allowed to work.
we're just having a silly little moment. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, I need to do these.
Yeah.
We're talking about if Tennessee beats Mississippi State tonight, then they'll play Vandy tomorrow, and that's a team who they had already lost to so far in the SEC tournament.
Okay.
So they have another chance if they beat the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah. Alex, you can still hear us, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Did I unmute
I can't
my
believe I
stream?
did
I'm
that.
still talking through the phone.
Oh, maybe. Hold on.
But anyways, really exciting stuff happening here. I'm personally excited to see the game tonight versus or not tonight. I guess it'll be tomorrow's LSU. I'm excited to see them play at this rate. It'll be tomorrow, LSU in South Carolina. And we will see, because LSU and South Carolina, I think they kind of sit at the same, at the same place as of right now. So I think that this will be really exciting to see if LSU has finally gained their mojo back, or if LSU is just having a good moment at the end of the season. But anyways,
Can you hear us again now, Alex?
we have just so many. You have to hit on air.
I did.
Oh, you
He
did?
didn't turn his mic
Oh,
on.
sorry.
Can you hear us, sweet Alex?
I can hear
Thank you.
Just stay on the phone. Just stay on the phone.
Yeah, just stay on the phone.
Sorry
Thank you
about
for being so
Okay,
patient.
dokie.
Thank you.
I'm here for a good time.
Anyways, I was just saying this. I am really intrigued kind of by the LSU South Carolina game, just because how I don't know, because how Alex, you were saying LSU, started out, everyone thought they're going to be one of the top teams, then kind of went down, had a bad season, but now they're doing better in the postseason. But I think that now they kind of sit around the same spot as South Carolina, right? Like they're very similarly ranked. So I think that this game is going to be really exciting to see if LSU is actually back, or if
And
South
those are
Carolina
teams
take
that
over.
are fighting. Those are teams that are fighting to make it to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
These games literally mean more. The SEC motto, it means more, but no, these games literally mean more. These games mean the season to them. So it's always fun to watch those high stakes games.
Yeah, because they're still fighting for a spot. I mean, Tennessee's pretty much guaranteed a spot, right, in the going into
They're
the
guaranteed to
supers.
host into the super regionals.
Yeah, into the super regionals at the very least. But anyways, anything else on baseball, guys?
Let's win. We just started out, got a
Go
guy first.
Balls.
all I have.
No, absolutely. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this game where Texas A&M is.
God, you were pointing at me.
No, not at you. It's 5-0 in the top of versus Texas in the the top of the sixth, and I'm thinking anything might be possible. It's the postseason, anything can happen now. But of course, it's just the SEC tournament. We'll get into regionals next weekend, and then super regionals.
little bit after our show, the Mavs and the Timberwolves. We were talking about this series a little bit on Wednesday, and I was kind of curious. I was talking a lot on Wednesday about how these teams have like such cool stories, in my opinions, especially the Mavs and the Timberwolves and the Pacers and the Celtics. Like it's kind of like almost like an underdog versus like people have already established themselves type thing. But I think that there's a lot of good stories and individual stories with the players as well. I was wondering, so far in this series, Dallas leads the series 1-0. Who do you have winning this series? Who do you think is going to pull it out?
This series feels like the NBA next gen series. Like the future is now old man. No LeBron. No Warriors. It's just a guy named Luka and Anthony Edwards show. I mean, it's crazy to think about that, but I think this series is going to be a lot like the Nuggets series was with the Timberwolves, where you're going to get a bunch of games that could be blowouts either way, and it's probably going to go the distance or close to. But this is a fun series. I love Luka. I know a lot of people don't like his antics, but I remember watching him for the first time and realizing, like, whoa, this guy's good. In the bubble during COVID, and he would just dribble down the court and just shoot a three, and it would go in. And then, I mean, it was him and Dame Lillard that would do that, and it was unbelievable to watch them go back and just make these shots that I couldn't even make if you gave me 30 tries to. So it's so fun to watch him go against a physical slasher like Anthony Edwards, who is cutthroat and playing old school, taunting the fans. He's making it fun. Sometimes you need that villain guy that everybody can, go against. Now I watch hockey, and you've got those guys who are brutes, and everybody hates the brutes if they're not on your team. You're like, I hate that guy. He stinks. And that's what Anthony Edwards is to me. He's the brute that is really fun to watch if you don't care about the series per se.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And I think you hit the nail on the head about like the future is now, because it is crazy how lately, just in general, how much sports have changed. Like you talk about the Nick Sabans, you talk about the LeBrons. I mean, LeBron's still active. He's like, what, 40? But we're like, LeBron, you can stop. You proved yourself. He's like, no, but yeah, that's good. But I really think that you're right about this one. Like this is the new age of the NBA. And I think that, that's also true with kind of most of the series that we've seen here lately in the playoffs. I think it's been really exciting. And Allie, have you caught any of the NBA games?
No.
Okay.
I have not.
Well, we have Saturday night is the Celtics and the Pacers again. Boston leads the series 2-0, so that will be game 3. And I kind of said
last night's game stunk.
What'd you say?
Last night's Celtics-Pacers game kind of stunk. It was not as fun as the first game was.
No, yeah. So it wasn't the 133-128 of game 1 final in overtime, right? But
yeah, it was, it came down to the wire. But this game was just, it was like a 20-point game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah, exactly. What do the Pacers need to do to prove themselves in this situation? I think we kind of all agree Pacers are kind of the underdogs, right? I think Griffin is our resident Indiana sports fan saying like the Pacers haven't like done good in the playoffs since like 2014, back in that time, I think. What do the Pacers need to? They need to get their act together, of course, but what do they need to do to win this series, do you think?
They need Tyrese Halliburton to not be hurt more than what he is. He needs to be healthy because, you've got perennial Celtics versus the ragtag Pacers right now. It's almost a problem of depth. Honest depth? Can't say that word. Anyways, I have a feeling that this series might be over already. I feel bad for Griffin to say that, but I do worry that the Celtics are just outmatching the Pacers at every level. And since they couldn't steal game 1 in the Garden, they're going to have to win these next 2 games back in Indiana, or it's tombstone for them.
Yeah, it is going to be really challenging. But like you said, you made me, I don't know, I think the Pacers might keep it interesting. I think as far as the series go, I think Boston just totally has the upper hand as of how the Pacers are right now. But I don't know. I think the Pacers might put up a fight, even up in Boston. We'll see. Ellie, who do you think will take this, the Pacers or the Celtics?
I genuinely cannot make predictions. I have no information on any of it.
It's okay, just pick one.
What are their colors?
So the Celtics are, like we were saying, they kind of have the upper hand on this
No, but
series.
what are their colors?
The Celtics are green,
Okay.
and the Pacers are like navy and like a golden type color. And so
I'll go for the Celtics.
the Celtics.
I like their color combo
You
better.
I mean,
So, I can't make a prediction on I haven't watched any of it.
No, you're
NBA is
good.
not my sport.
you're good. I mean, the
So-
team you picked is probably, as we were saying, the team that is going to win this series.
Look at me go.
But I still think that the Pacers stand a chance, honestly. And then you got the Timberwolves and the Mavericks, and for this one, I honestly got to go with the Timberwolves personally. I mean, I know that feel like most people right now are thinking the Mavericks got it and have the upper hand, but I think that right now I don't know. I think the Timberwolves came off of that last series pretty hot, and it would make me happy to see it be the Pacers and the Timberwolves, but we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see about that one. Let's see. Anything else for NBA, Alex?
Actually, yes. Have you guys heard the news that Bronny James has had a lot of gambling moves to be projected to be drafted number 1 overall?
His son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son.
Okay.
I
Interesting.
I
Because he's
think
not like amazing,
so, but
correct?
he's not good at all. I mean, he
Okay.
didn't play
Dang, okay.
minutes in college. He was not a starter on USC's roster. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's in the transfer portal right now. I mean, he declared to go to the draft, so I guess that's where we're at. But he's nowhere. I know this is a weak draft class, but him to go number 1 overall is just a pure testament to, okay, if we draft him, we get LeBron too. But apparently a lot of bettors, there's been a lot of, I don't know what the word is, but people have been betting on Bronny James to go number 1 overall, and that's gotten a lot of traction with the draft coming up.
That's
Which I think
crazy.
is insane.
That's wild. Because I honestly did not even know till you had informed me that he had declared for the draft. I knew he played over in California though. But yeah, I knew that he was not very good. But it just is kind of weird how you get people talking and suddenly just things can change so quickly. Do you think he's going to go number 1 overall?
No, but I mean, I've learned that you follow the money, honestly. I mean, when you see these big wagers come in that are kind of not, all over the place, it's well, obviously there's a reason why multiple people are betting millions or whatever, hundreds of thousands of dollars on it. There's got to be some traction behind it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Maybe.
Some, insider trading.
I mean,
stuff
I feel like
there.
it's more LeBron, right? He's
It's gotta
always been very involved with his son. He was at the high school basketball games and all that stuff. Just imagine seeing LeBron James at your high school basketball game, or your rival's high school
I
basketball
don't
game.
think I would know what to do.
I would be like, that's not him.
But I was there's no way. Why is he here? Of all places.
But my point is, I feel like LeBron, I feel like it's just to have that name. And like you were saying, even if LeBron is still, involved with another team at some rate, I feel like he would still have some sort of impact on the image of the team that his son is on. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
And his name is just so big, that's got to be the main reason, right?
Nepotism
This
is
is a
real.
weak draft class.
Nepo baby.
Week's draft class?
Yeah, this draft class doesn't have a defined number 1 overall pick
True.
like it normally does. I mean, Connect can go anywhere from 5th overall to 20th overall. There is no nobody knows anything basically. So why not pick Bronny James as the number 1 overall pick?
Yeah, I saw Connect kind of sinking some threes up there at the, what do you call it? The word, I'm missing
Combine?
the word. Yes. I was the combine for NBA. I knew it was that for football, but for some reason I got confused for NBA. But yeah, he was doing pretty good. He missed a few, but I mean, what can you do? I don't know. I'm excited to see where that. What does anyone know what day the NBA draft is on, or was it that's coming up, right?
Give me 12 seconds.
Maybe like in June. I want to
June
say
27th.
Okay,
I
June
would-
27th.
I would have
Yeah,
never
June-
been able to
Well,
figure that
end
out.
of June. We got playoffs right now, so I knew it was after the NBA season was over.
Strange time to have a draft.
But yeah, I mean, I'll be really interested, obviously, because of Connect, and some others, right? Like you have those few names that stick out from the SEC teams, but I guess you're right. Like we don't have like a Wimby or nothing. Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, maybe. I didn't hear what you said. Okay,
No.
I was like, what?
No,
I
you're
thought like
good.
we don't have a whoopee. I was like, girl, what?
My teacher asked a question on a quiz that was like about him, and I knew that he was the answer, but I just put Wemby. I was like, I'm not spelling that. Like, I'm not. Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
was like, but yeah, there's not, we don't have one of those this year, so we'll see about the Bronny James things. I think that's pretty interesting. I guess in the final minutes we could circle back to WNBA really quick since I'm wearing the Caitlin Clark jersey.
Which you were so excited telling me about last week.
Yes, and it's here now. Look, it's here.
It's here.
Isn't it
She has
nice?
arrived.
Full
It's
circle
honestly,
moment right
Yeah, that
here.
is nice.
It's the
Okay.
actual like WNBA jersey from
Yeah, like
Indianapolis.
slay.
Yeah.
That's better than all the jerseys in the MLB, basically. With the
And-
Fanatics jerseys.
Oh yeah, yeah. I considered getting one of her Iowa ones, but I was like, you know what? She already went, and that's Iowa. I can't stand for another college, like
Yeah.
here. But no, I don't really have a WNBA team. I liked obviously when Candace Parker played for Chicago. That was really heartwarming because she's from Chicago.
Which
But
I'll be able to tell us more like over the summer a lot about WNBAs because I'll be going to those games and stuff. So
yeah, congrats on that. But I was like, you know what? Caitlin went to the Fever. I'm already somewhat of a Fever fan because of Tamika Catchings, right? She played maybe what? I don't want to date her here, but I want to say like 10 years ago, maybe. And so I was like, okay, so Fever, I can stand for that. But right now, guys, they are 0-5, but they keep coming really close. They lost to the Storm 85-83, then the Sun 88-84. Liberty was not very close, 91-80. Liberty's really good. And then they got beat by Liberty before that, 102-66. And then before that, they got beat. So they are getting closer in their opponents. And as I was telling Alex, sorry, didn't mean to smack you, before you got here tonight, they're playing the Sparks. And the LA Sparks have Lady VFL's Ray Burrell and Rakia Jackson playing for them right now.
I knew about that. The fact that I know more about the WNBA versus the NBA is just really on brand. For
Girl
me, I
power.
think. Like you're asking, like we're like discussing baseball, and I'm just over here like kicking my feet, being like, I was at the softball game today.
Well, so Rakia, like, I just think it's going to be really cool to see the players that I have watched. Ray Burrell, she's been here since I've been here. Well, she's obviously graduated and went to the WNBA before, but she was here when I first got here at the school. And then Rakia Jackson kind of was the girl who was the star player ending that year. So I'm really excited to see them face off against the Caitlin Clark. And if the Fever lose again, I can't be mad because my two Lady VFLs won. So, I can't be too disappointed in this one. But
It's a win-win for you.
yeah, exactly. But I know Caitlin Clark's kind of frustrated. People are saying like, oh, the mic was over here and Caitlin Clark was complaining about her teammates. And I'm like, what else do you do in basketball if your team's doing bad? Like, she's Caitlin Clark, like, what else?
Also, think about it. It's her career. If like you're like having like a difficult time with like some of your coworkers, you're not gonna like you're gonna talk crap about your coworkers.
You're not just gonna be like,
You're not just gonna be like whatever. That's her job. It's her profession. So she's allowed to say things.
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know.
I think that's gonna do it for our show. I love talking women's sports, and I love talking
Softball.
softball. Wait, I think Texas may have got a run there. That's Texas celebrating.
Oh,
Since we've last talked,
it's now 6-4. Texas is like
Texas is gonna win. Texas is gonna win.
Ah!
I think Texas is gonna win. It's 6-4 now. Okay.
All right,
anyways,
well, we gotta go.
We will follow up with more Diamond Sports on Monday. We'll see you then. Hopefully, no technical difficulties. I will get in here early.
I'll fix it.
Stay tuned. for the Funhouse on 90.3 The Rock.